So good day everyone. The topic that we will tackle today is about market integration and the global interstate system. Before we proceed, I would like to inform you that this is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. This presentation will be able to know the importance of market integration and globalization, to talk about the history of global market integration, to know the benefits of market integration in economy, to understand the globalization of production and globalization of markets, to know the role of international financial institution in the creation of a global economy, to catch some ideas about short history of global market integration in the 20th century, to identify the attributes of global cooperation, and lastly, to know about the Bretton Woods system.
Good day everyone. My topic is what is the importance of market integration of globalization. Integration is a big deal in globalization. It's like when different parts of the world join together to buy and sell stuff more easily. Imagine you have a lemonade stand and you can sell your lemonade not just to your neighbors but to the people from all over the town. Maybe even from the other towns. That's what happens when markets integrate. It means more customers for businesses and more choices for buyers. When market integrates, it's not just about selling things. It's also about sharing ideas and ways of doing business. Let's say you make really tasty cookies and someone from another country tastes them and loves them. They might want to know your recipe or even invite you to open a bakery in their country. This sharing of ideas and skill help businesses grow and improves products and services for everyone. Another big thing about market integration is that it can help economics grow. When countries trade with each other more easily, they can specialize in what they are good at and buy the things they need from others. This specialization boosts productivity, which means they can make more stuff in less time. And when economies grow, people often have more jobs and better living standards. But market integration isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes, it can lead to competition that's not fair. Imagine you have a small shop that sells handmade toys. Suddenly, big companies from other countries start selling similar toys for a cheaper prices because they can make them faster and bigger quantities. That could hurt your business and even force you to close down. Another downside is that the market integration can make countries dependent on each other. If one country produces most of the world's computers and another produces most of the world's food, they rely on each other to trade these goods. If something goes wrong, like a natural disaster or a political conflict, it couldn't disrupt the flow of goods and cause problems for everyone. Sometimes, market integration can also lead to cultural changes. When people buy products from other countries, they might start adopting new customers or way of living. This can be exciting and enriching, but it can also lead to the loss of traditional practices and identities. Overall, market integration is a mixed bag. It brings opportunities for businesses to grow, economies to prosper, and people to connect across borders. But it also brings challenges like unfair competition, economic dependency, and cultural changes. Finding the right balance is the key to making globalization work for everyone. Thank you.
The history of global market integration. First is the ancient trade routes. Global market integration traces its roots to ancient times when societies engaged in long-distance trade. The Silk Road, which connected Europe, Asia, and Africa, emerged as a major trade route around the 2nd century BCE, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between different regions. Second is the age of exploration. The 15th and 16th centuries witnessed the age of exploration during which European powers embarked on voyages to discover new trade routes and expand their influence. Explorers such as Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan opened up sea routes to various parts of the world, leading to increased global trade. Third is colonialism and mercantilism. In the following centuries, European colonial power established colonies in various parts of the world, exploiting resources and establishing trade networks to benefit their home countries. This era was characterized by mercantilism, a system that emphasized accumulating wealth through exports and trade surpluses. Fourth is the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th century, marked a significant turning point in global market integration. It brought about technological advancements such as steam power, mechanization, and the development of railways, which revolutionized production, transportation, and trade. This period saw a rapid expansion of international trade and the emergence of a global market for goods and resources. The fifth is post-World War II era. The devastation caused by World War II prompted global leaders to seek economic cooperation and stability. Institutions such as International Monetary Fund, or IMF, and the World Bank were established, while countries worked towards reducing trade barriers through negotiation like the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or GATT, which later evolved into the World Trade Organization, or WTO. These developments aim to foster economic integration and increase global trade. Global market integration did not happen overnight. It was the result of establishment of a global economy that involved the homogenization of trade and commerce. There is a growing evolution that is the result of formation of a global economy involving the unification of business and trade. Prior to the globalization trend of 20th century, the exchange of goods and services and international trade were already practiced. Management companies, corporate ownership, equity, subsidiaries and headquarters that supply and distribute goods and services were founded through colonization. So the best example for this is that the Spanish government in the 1960s used its colonies such as Mexico and the Philippines as a supplier of resources. The integration of the global market started when big American corporations began to emerge after the Second World War with the rise of new conglomerates. International Telephone and Telegraph, both Avis Rent-A-Car, Continental Banking, Sheraton Hotels, and Hartford Fire Insurance. So, later, the Japan and Europe followed. They have the automobile corporation like Toyota, Nissan, and Isuzu.
So, what are the benefits of market integration in the economy? So, the market integration in the economy offers several benefits. First off is enhanced efficiency. Integration allows for efficient allocation of resources as goods and services can move more freely across borders. This efficiency stems from the elimination of trade barriers and the exploitation of economies of scale. Second benefit is increased competition. Integration exposes domestic industries to greater competition from foreign firms. This competition incentivizes firms to improve productivity, quality, and innovation, ultimately benefiting consumers through lower prices and better products. Third benefit is access to larger markets. Integration provides firms with access to larger markets, expanding their customer base and potentially increasing revenues. This is particularly advantageous for small and medium-sized enterprises, which may not have the resources to access foreign markets independently. The fourth benefit is specialization. Integration allows countries to specialize in the production of goods and services in which they have a comparative advantage. Specialization leads to more efficient production and trade patterns, enhancing overall economic welfare. The fifth benefit is technological transfer and innovation. Integration facilitates the transfer of technology and knowledge between regions. Exposure to foreign markets and competition encourages the adoption of best practices and technological advancements, driving productivity gains and innovation within domestic industries. The sixth benefit is diversification of risk. Integration reduces reliance on domestic markets by diversifying resources of demand. Fluctuations in domestic demand can be offset by changes in foreign demand, reducing the overall volatility of output and employment. The seventh benefit is political cooperation. Economic integration can foster closer political cooperation between countries. Shared economic interests create incentives for collaboration and peaceful relations, contributing to regional stability and reducing the likelihood of conflicts. The eighth and final benefit is economic growth. Integration can stimulate economic growth by promoting trade, investment, and specialization. Increased economic activity leads to higher levels of employment, income, and overall prosperity. So, overall, market integration promotes economic growth, efficiency, and welfare by expanding market opportunities, enhancing competition, and facilitating the efficient allocation of resources. However, it is important to manage integration carefully to address potential negative effects such as increased inequality or displacement of workers.
Hi, my name is Robert Dave Alcoba. I'm going to present to you about globalization of production and globalization of market. Globalization of production is an easy flow of capital, movement of labor, trade, and other components of economic production across the globe. For the flow of capital, these are the ability of investor to buy and sell stocks and bonds in foreign markets with relative ease. This has been facilitated by advancement in technology and financial infrastructure, allowing investors to access a wide range of investment opportunities around the world without the need for physical presence in those markets. One example of globalization of movement of labor is the outsourcing of customer service jobs to countries with lower labor costs. Many companies in developed countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom outsource their customer support operation to countries like India and the Philippines, where skilled labor is available at a lower cost. This movement of labor allows companies to reduce their operational expenses while providing job opportunities in countries with emerging economies. However, it also raises concerns about job displacement and the quality of employment in both sending and receiving countries. And for trade, The is the production of consumer electronics like smartphones. Consumer electronics such as laptops and tablets are designed in one country, manufactured in another, other, and sold globally. For instance, a company might design its product in the United States, manufacture them in China due to lower production cost, and then distribute and sell them worldwide. This process involves the global movement of raw materials, components, and finished products, illustrating how globalization has interconnected supply chains across different countries and regions. Components of economic production across the globe include raw materials, resources like minerals, metals, agricultural products, and fossil fuels are extracted or harvested from different parts of the world. For example, oil is extracted from the Middle East, while minerals like copper and iron ore are mined in countries like Chile and Australia. Manufacturing. Next is manufacturing. Different stages of manufacturing processes often take place in different countries to take advantage of various factors like labor cost, expertise, and access to raw materials. For example, a car might have in its components manufactured in different countries before being assembled in the final location. Next is the services. The services sector also plays crucial role in the global economy. For example, customer support centers might be located in countries with lower labor costs, providing services to customers around the world. Technology and innovation. Innovation and technology development occur globally with companies and research institutions collaborating across borders to advance technology and improve production process. And those four are the parts of the economic production. The globalization of markets refers to the process by which businesses operate on a global scale, seeking to create products and services that can be marketed and sold worldwide. This phenomenon has been facilitated by advancement in technology, transportation, and communication, which have reduced barriers to trade and expanded market reach. One example of the globalization of markets is the fast food industry. Companies like McDonald's and KFC have expanded their operation globally, adapting their menus and marketing strategies to cater to local taste and preferences while maintaining a consistent brand image. This has allowed this company to tap into new markets and reach a diverse customer base around the world. Another example is the fashion industry, where clothing retailers and brands produce goods in various countries to take advantage of cost effective manufacturing and then sell their products globally through online platforms and physical stores. This globalization of the fashion market has led to widespread availability of clothing styles from different cultures and regions, influencing global fashion trends. Overall, the globalization of market has transformed the way business operate, allowing them to access new markets, diversify their customer base, and benefit from economies of scale. However, it has also raised concerns about cultural homogenization and the impact of local industry in some region.
Good day, sir. I am Giovanni Pardero, and I'm going to explain the role of international financial institution in the creation of global economy. The international financial institutions play a crucial role in shaping the global economy. These organizations, such as the International Monetary Fund, World Bank, others, serve as stabilizing forces by providing financial assistance to countries facing economic crisis. They facilitate economic development through funding projects that promote infrastructure, education, and healthcare. International financial contribute to the creation of global economy by fostering international cooperation and coordination. They offer policy advice to member countries, helping them implement sound economic practices and reforms through programs like structural adjustment. International financial institutions aim to enhance economic stability and sustain growth. And additionally, these institutions promote trade and investment by supporting open market policies and reducing barriers to commerce and collaborate. They act forums for dialogue and collaboration among nations, fostering a more interconnected and interdependent global economic system. International financial institutions address issues of poverty and inequality by focusing on inclusive development strategies. They provide financial and technical assistance to developing nations, assisting them in overcoming economic challenges and fostering long term property. That's all, sir. And thank you.
Narrate a short history of global market integration in the 20th century. In the 20th century, global market integration experienced significant transformations. The early part of the century saw limited international trade due to protectionist policies and the aftermath of the World War I. However, following World War II, the Bretton Woods Agreement established a framework for economic cooperation, fostering trade liberation. The latter half of the century witnessed a surge in the globalization as advancement in technology, communication, and transportation, facilitated by cross-border transactions. The General Agreement on the Tariffs and Trade, or the GATT, and the latter the World Trade Organization, or the WTO, played a pivotal roles in the reducing trade of barriers. So, in the 1980s and the 1980s mark a period of economic liberation with many countries embracing of free market principles. The rise of multinational corporations and information age further accelerated global economically interdependence. The collapse of the Soviet Union and the opening of China in the international trade further expanded the interconnectedness of global markets. However, this era also brought challenges, including financial crisis, inequality, and debates over the impact of globalization in the local economics. The 20th century began with the proliferation of regional trade agreements and continued discussion about the benefits and the drawbacks of the global market integration, reflecting the complex and evolving nature of the global economic landscapes. So, market integration in 20th century brought numerous benefits, fostering economic growth, resource allocation efficiency, and global cooperation. It facilitates access to diverse goods and services, encourages competition, and stimulated innovation. Additionally, market integration played a crucial role in the reducing trade barriers, promoting international cooperation and contributing to overall economic development.
So my topic is identify the attributes of global corporation. So global corporation also tend to have a strategic focus on global markets. So utilizing economies of scale to optimize the production costs. They often heavily in the research and development to stay competitive worldwide. Moreover, global corporation may navigate complex geopolitical landscape, so manage currency fluctuation and prioritize sustainable practice to ally with international standard and expectations. So effective communication across diverse culture and a proactive approach to complements with international laws of regulation and additional attributes that contribute to their success in their global arena. Global corporations are typically large, multinational companies that have a great amount of control over the world. These organizations have the ability to make decisions about what happened in our society and economy. They can be thought of as existing separate from the rest of society since they don't not necessarily answer to the anyone but themselves. There is no one person or a group who has ultimate control over them. They are typically run by a broad of directors that they compress of various individuals that the members may have different and how to go about running the organization. This can lead to stiff and backstabbing or even lawsuits. These organizations are motivated to make profit since that is why they exist for. They have a natural tendency toward expansion and growth. It may be argued that these entities have become too large and powerful. This is because they are control of so much economic activity. They can cause havoc if they do not operate properly. They have ability to bankrupt or destroy almost anyone who stands in their way.
So let's talk about the Bretton Woods system. So the Bretton Woods system was established in 1944 at a conference in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to regulate the international monetary and financial order after World War II. It introduced a fixed exchange rate system where currencies were pegged to the US dollar, which in turn was linked to gold. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, and the World Bank were created as key institutions to facilitate global economic stability and development. member countries agreed to maintain their exchange rates within a narrow band of fluctuations. The system aimed to prevent competitive devaluations and currency wars. However, it faced challenges as the US struggled to maintain their convertibility of dollars into gold due to economic pressures. In 1971, President Nixon suspended the dollar's convertibility, leading to the collapse of the Bretton Woods system. This event marked the shift to a more flexible exchange rate system and paved the way for the modern international monetary framework. Despite its demise, the Bretton Woods system significantly influenced post-war economic relations.